Did you see this?
Yeah.
The Nationals had this like super long game. It went
This
in...
is my play of the week.
Oh, okay. Let's just...
Yeah.
I can
cut
edit that out.
Cut
okay.
it.
Hello, Mother. This is Half Mental, the show that's 90% baseball and the other half mental. I'm Holt.
And I'm Dan.
Week 8.
Week 8?
Gonna be great. Or is it
Stop
week
me.
9?
I think it's 9. I don't know.
Week 9 gonna be fine.
That sounds better anyways. Holt, stop me if you've heard this before. A contending team called up their top prospect this week, and he's been hitting the snot out of the ball.
Who is it?
Juan Soto of the Washington Nationals.
Oh, that's right.
He actually got called up about 10 days ago.
Yeah.
He is the first 19-year-old to hit a home run in the major leagues since Bryce Harper, his teammate.
Dang.
And
And
if
was
you
it
look-
in his first at bat too?
It was in the first at bat of a game he started.
Okay.
So he pinch hit his first day with the team, and I think he struck out.
Yeah.
And then he hit a home run in his first at bat of the next game.
That's awesome.
He's really good.
Yeah.
And it almost feels just like repetition. Like, yeah, this top prospect came up, and they're super exciting and awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, the collection of talent is unbelievable.
Yeah.
When you look at 19-year-olds who have homered in Major League Baseball, like 2/3 of them are Hall of Famers. This guy's got a pretty good shot of being a Hall of Fame
Famer.
baseball player.
Yeah.
So get to know him. He's hitting like 340 after 40 some odd at bats. Tip of the cap.
Half Mental loves you.
Juan Soto.
I have a not play of the week.
Okay, cool.
Clayton Kershaw made his return from the DL.
Oh, yeah.
Clayton Kershaw returned to the DL.
Yeah. Alex Reyes did the same thing for the Cardinals this week, by the way. Michael Wacha today took a no-hitter. He no-hit them through 8 and lost it on the first batter of the ninth inning. Still a great game.
Second time in his career that he's no-hit a team through 8. The first time, I think it was the Pirates.
Yeah, they were both the Pirates.
It was 8 2/3 that time,
Yeah.
which was probably a little bit harder to swallow.
And it was like a weird chopper.
Oh, yeah.
This
Went
was
off his
like
glove.
a legitimate hit.
Right.
It was a definite. There was like people wanting. Yeah, we don't need to get into that.
The Los Angeles Dodgers are 2.5 games out of first place.
Yeah.
Seemed impossible a while ago. Seemed even more impossible with Clayton Kershaw going down.
Max Muncy has put them on his back.
Max Muncy is my man.
What position does he play? I actually don't know that.
They put him everywhere.
Just
so
wherever
first,
they need somebody.
Third, not so much anymore, but he was playing third before Justin Turner came
Yeah.
back. He'll play some outfield. It's kind of amazing.
The Braves had an exciting game today. They walked it off. The Braves continue to do good things. We haven't talked about this before. They have identical twins on their roster, Dansby Swanson and Charlie Culberson.
Yep.
Both the Southern gentleman baseball needs.
Good one.
These guys, I mean, they really are.
Yeah.
They're difficult to tell apart. They
told-
also both have, like, hilariously Southern names to me, too. Like,
Have I told you
old
my...
Charlie Culberson, come up on the porch and have some sweet tea.
Old Charlie. from
Dansby
the
Swanson's
Peach Orchard.
inside getting the pecan pie to bring out, you know?
Good one.
Thanks, man.
Have you heard have I shared my Charlie Culberson story with Half Mental before?
I don't know. I don't think I know it.
So I went to game 1 and 2 of the NLCS in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
I was at Wrigley, and I was a Dodgers fan. Decked out head to toe.
Yep.
And I went to batting practice both days. And the first game, game 1, there's a line drive to left field. I'm in left field bleachers. Charlie Culberson picks it up, and he turns around, and I'm the only Dodgers fan out there, and I'm just spazzing out. I'm just like, Charlie! Charlie! And he starts laughing, and he throws me the ball, and it's like kind of low, and I bend down, I make the catch, and I'm just like freaking out.
Yeah.
And it has like the playoff inscription on it and stuff. And I'm just like, I'm going to love you forever! And he just, like, is laughing. And, like, 2 other players on the team, like Alex Wood, are, like, laughing at a joke I made. It was one of the highlights.
Cool. I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
Good
I made Charlie Culberson laugh.
Yeah, that's cool. So Dansby Swanson doubled, and then...
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. No. Dansby Swanson hit a double, and then Charlie Culberson pinch hit and hit a walk-off home run. It's cool.
Yeah. You know what? I think he hit a walk-off home run maybe even earlier this week or within the week.
Culberson did?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
But before that, I'd almost be willing to bet money on it that his last walk-off home run was Vin Scully's last home game at Dodger Stadium.
Cool.
Charlie? Mr. Swanson?
That wasn't a Southern accent.
Yeah, that was weird.
Well, I think we should spend a minute on Anthony Rizzo's latest dalliance with the rule book.
Yeah.
He and Joe Madden continue to be confused on the rules of how a player is allowed to slide into home plate.
Yeah.
This happened last year, and they had a really similar response both times. So he was on third base, and there was bases were loaded. They had to be loaded because it was a force out at home. So bases loaded. Rizzo's on third base. There's a ground ball to the pitcher, and the pitcher fires it home in tons of time. Like Rizzo's halfway home.
Yeah.
The catcher fields it with his foot on home plate, then takes a step to fire it to first base. And as he's doing his throw, Rizzo veers out of the baseline, or off of the base path, and swipes his leg out from under him.
Yeah.
And
it causes the throw to just...
The throw goes wild.
Yeah.
And the umps at the time didn't call anything. And then Major League Baseball the next day said, no, that was an illegal slide. It should not have been allowed. He should have been called out. And I think maybe they would have called the guy out at first too, even. Regardless.
Yeah, so Rizzo would be out, and then the runner at first would be out on Rizzo's interference.
Right. And Rizzo and Madden continue to have their, bizarre, tough guy, this is baseball response to this.
Right.
No, this is how you got to play the game. And Rizzo was like, I was just trying to break up the double play, just like you're taught to do. And it's like, well, if you're taught to do that, then someone is teaching you the wrong way.
Right.
Like, it's not... it's not what's allowed. And it's even different than a normal collision and stuff. He was forced out already. He did not exist in the baseball world.
Like, clearly goes out of his way.
Yeah, 20 feet into home plate, he takes this left turn.
He says over and over again in his interview, it wasn't a dirty slide. It wasn't a dirty slide. I don't know that I kind of agree with him that.
Well, so here's the deal: he
dirty.
Doesn't want to hurt him.
Yeah, it wasn't malicious, but it wasn't within the rules.
It's not a baseball play.
Right. So if it wasn't in the rule, you get to the point where it's like, all right, well, what's dirty? Right. Because it wasn't fair.
So Craig Edwards at Fangraphs wrote it following this one, and we actually talked about it last year when he had a similar slide. I think that Joe Madden and his responses I think he puts himself in a vulnerable spot. He's the leader of the team, and he's not teaching them. He's not leading them appropriately according to the rules of Major League Baseball.
Right.
I think it's like NCAA always uses the term lack of institutional control. Joe Madden encourages his players to do this stuff.
Yeah.
In the manner in which he backs them up. And I don't expect him to throw Rizzo under the bus, but he made a split-second decision, not the right call.
It goes against what we, as the Chicago Cubs, teach our players. Yeah.
Or even, not even going that step, just hopefully the catcher's not hurt and, next time hopefully there won't be contact. I don't know, whatever. Right. There are things to say other than it's a good baseball play, it's tough baseball, we're out here, He usually, I don't remember him doing it this time, he usually throws in a little sexist comment too. This is the men's league. Or he'll say shit like that a lot too. He's the worst. I actually heard his career arc compared to Tony La Russa, and it's actually sort of interesting because they were both disruptors and on these crappy teams for a while. La Russa managed the White Sox at a really young age.
Madden with the Rays.
Yeah. And then in their as their career progressed, they became the crotchety old men of baseball. I mean, La Russa totally was, and I loved La Russa, but he did grow into that position.
Yeah.
And Madden has too. And this exact area too, to me, is just totally indefensible. And I would love to see Major League Baseball take some
action.
Action.
Yeah. I agree. It makes it feel like he is above the game, and as
Well,
a
and
result,
Rizzo- yeah.
the rest of his team
Yeah.
is above the game of baseball.
And like last year, Rizzo received a warning, is what they said. Well, the warning didn't work because he did it again. And you know what he received after this slide? A warning.
Yeah.
So it's like how many,
Also,
what's our warning system for?
all right, we have 2 new subscribers this week, so welcome.
All right.
Well, yeah.
Subscribers,
Way to go.
thank you.
Half mental tip of the cap to Waterbro Joe and Nick Schweitzer.
Nick Schweitzer. We talked about this.
We already talked about that. Schweitzer. Nick, we're working on subs. We'll let you know how it goes.
Play of the week.
Play of the week. What's yours?
My play of the week comes courtesy of a 14-inning game. The Nationals, I think it was yesterday, right?
Yeah.
The 14-inning game led to pinch hitter Max Scherzer. And that guy, I mean, they're all professional athletes, right? That guy he's a competitor, man.
Yeah. I mean,
He slaps a single
He's
up the
putting
middle.
together an MVP.
Yeah,
like
he
season.
might be.
Yeah.
Slaps a single up the middle and just guns it for first base. Runs really hard to first base.
Yeah.
And then the guy behind him hits a triple, and he wheels it around to home.
Yeah,
I mean,
like he's just like
running hard.
He scores from
it
first
was
to home.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Really
I
good.
totally
really good
agree.
effort. He's a baseball player, man.
Yeah. My play of the week goes to also my early prediction for comeback player of the year.
Yeah.
Matt Kemp, who is now batting .438. Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
that was wrong.
I was like, that can't be right.
Who is now batting .348. And had an outfield assist yesterday in the first inning of the game to throw out Charlie Blackmon at home. And like Matt Kemp's hitting is back and in an awesome place, which is not super shocking. The defense has been a huge question mark, and he throws a frozen rope from left field to home to get Charlie Blackmon. Matt Kemp, comeback player of the year.
Holt,
Chip boy.
Holt predicted Matt Kemp MVP in a text to me a couple days ago.
I mean, if the season ended today.
All right.
That's all we got, guys.
Happy
As
baseball
always,
week.
like and subscribe.
Comment, questions.
Week number 9.
Feeling fine.
Fine. Hit us up in that mailbag.
And come up on the porch and have some sweet tea.
Oh, Charlie.
Dansby Swanson's inside getting the pecan pie to bring out, you know?